So I just got back today from being gone for 3 days for work, and while I was gone, Scott actually stayed behind, and he was very sweet, and he shoveled the rest of the dirt that we had gotten and finished the garden beds for me. We're gonna have to go back one more time and get the rest of the wood chips and dirt. We thought we got enough the second time we went back, but apparently not, which that's fine. I'm hoping to do it tomorrow, but not sure because it's a holiday, Memorial Day. But regardless, we are gonna go ahead and plant the beds that we do have. So I went by Home Depot and Walmart on my way here and picked up just a few plant starts. I didn't really want to waste a lot of money on those because we have quite a bit of seed, but I did pick up some herbs. I got some peppermint, spearmint, dill, thyme, oregano, and some pepper plants. And then I have a whole bunch of seeds that I'm going to plant today. And then when we first moved in here, I had ordered some potatoes from Haas. They have been chilling out for quite a few months. They are kind of on their last leg. I think that they'll do fine, but they are molding. So we're just going to give them a try. I don't want to waste them, and hopefully they will still work for us. So I was just talking with Scott, and we actually decided that we're going to wait on these beds behind me. We do want to fill them up eventually, but I think we're going to try to wait closer to the fall. We've already put a lot of money into these beds just with the soil, and we had to buy some more bee boxes. So until we can save up a little bit more, we're just going to wait on them. But that's fine. Right now I'm planning out the very bottom bed that we have filled in. See, it's the very bottom one. It gets the least amount of sun out of all the beds because we have these cedar trees here. And that actually works out pretty good because we have some herbs here that say that they only need partial shade. And then we are also going to throw some peppers in here. We've got serrano right here, Tabasco, jalapeno. I'm going to do some catnip, cilantro. This one, I can't even remember. This one, is that one's oregano, thyme, and then spearmint and peppermint. I might be kicking myself in a couple weeks with the spearmint and peppermint in this bed because I have heard that they spread a lot, but I don't have anywhere else to put them, and I just want to plant them. So we'll see. And then we've got some dill here. So I have some packets where I save seeds myself. These are just some I saved from, I think, like the grocery store. So I'm not sure how they'll do, but anyways, these are sweet peppers. There's going to be bell peppers back here, banana peppers. There's another variety of sweet peppers, and then a whole nother variety of sweet peppers. We really like sweet peppers for snacking throughout the day, and then we like to saute them up for dinner and then throw them in eggs in the morning. So you really can't have too many in our house. So I had an idea to do with these cups. I'm gonna try and like cut them and then make some kind of plant stake. I'm just gonna kind of figure it out as I go. Ooh. To label them and put them in the ground. Just kind of winging it here. Okay. All right, so I made a little thingy like the other ones, and I'm about to plant some catnip. So we're just gonna write catnip, nothing fancy. And then my thoughts were, this is real fancy, guys. We're gonna throw some tape over it. so that it doesn't get washed away. Yep, and there's my sign, catnip. First bed down, 4 more to go. All right, so this next bed we're gonna do is gonna have okra, where you see the 3 black spots going all the way across. And then in between there, we're gonna do different varieties of yellow crookneck squash. Yes, that is a lot of yellow squash, but we're gonna use it to help supplement our chicken feed. So I'm not really worried about having too much squash. So I'm racing the clock again, trying to get the beds planted before the sun goes down. I can plant them tomorrow, but I'm an eager gardener and I want to get them in so that I can start seeing some fruit of my labor. So we're going to start with these first 2 beds now. We are going to do a 3 sisters planting. So for those of you that don't know what that is where you plant corn and then you use it to trellis pole beans, and then you can put like a winter squash or pumpkin below that, and it acts as a ground cover, and then the pole beans act as a nitrogen fixer for the soil, since the corn takes nitrogen out. But I'm not going to be planting all parts today. I'm just going to start with the corn, and we're going to give it a chance to get established before we plant the green beans. That way it just gets a nice healthy start, and that the green beans don't like outgrow the corn. So we'll just have to come back later and do the rest. All right, we got the first 2 rows planted with the corn. And then over here, we did, let's see, the outer sides are all tomatoes, and then the inner are all cucumbers. For this bed, we did the, they're like canning, slicing tomatoes. And then for this bed, we did the same thing. All of the tomatoes are on the corners, and then these are all like little cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, and then the inside are all going to be squash. And then we did some zucchini also. Again, we're going to have a lot of zucchini and squash and cucumber, but if you sow generously, you reap generously, and we're going to have a lot to feed our animals, so that's going to be really cool. Now we need to water. Look, the sun's almost down. We're pushing through to the end. It's 8:45 now. It's super humid. As you can tell, my hair has been growing over the night. But we got everything in, we got everything planted, so I'm really excited about that. The only thing I didn't do was plant the potatoes, because I decided I didn't want them in these beds. So I'm just gonna plant them in like a big pot probably, and hopefully they'll do good there. We'll see you guys next week.